Hi everybody, it's Sharon Seville here, First Executive Recruitment, part of First Group Solutions. I thought I'd do today's Daily Quick Burst on the new buzzword that's out there. Not only do we have self-isolation or individual isolation, it's very quickly being renamed, even though we've barely got to grips with the new name. The new word of the moment is productivity pressure. And apparently, this is becoming a bit of an issue for remote and home workers that aren't used to being remote or home workers. And what it means is that when you're working in isolation, it can be really easy to get caught up with what others are doing and how they manage to maintain that rigid schedule and that productivity that seems to elude you every other day. And that's when you succumb to productivity pressure and almost end up competing with your peers or others as you try to complete as many tasks as possible during the day whilst you're working from home. And that's so that you can show them that you're able to carry on as normal, is my thinking. The thing that is worth considering here, though, is that this isn't normal. Working in isolation isn't normal. Being on lockdown isn't normal. Not being around your co-workers generally, for most people, isn't normal. None of this is normal. So succumbing to that productivity pressure is ultimately not going to help or benefit you. And I guess a couple of things that might help are things like avoiding that social media hype of how much work everybody's getting through and how they're fitting everything into their day and how it's all working out great. Social media has never been a place that's real. It pretends to be the best of real, but even then it's a stretch. And it's worth just cutting out that noise. And I thought the other thing that might help is to find a supportive team that you can stay connected to. And it doesn't matter, in my opinion, whether that's friends, whether it's family or work, so long as you feel as though that help is collective help from the team and you're able to stay in touch and keep yourselves that little bit grounded. Weekly calls over video, I think, can really help with connection, and it shouldn't be discounted or dismissed. And I think once you've got those two knuckled down, your mind and body will start to adjust, and it'll almost help reset your brain during these, unprecedented times. This, of course, I think would lead to better productivity ultimately, and allow you to get back to being that high performer or that consistent performer that you consider yourself to be, but without the pressure that everyone is spouting on about. And don't rush to prejudge that mental shift, though. It can take time to flatten out the noise and the pressure of everything. Unfortunately, the saving grace is that we do have a little bit more time than usual in order to figure that one out. And as I said a few times, times are changing. Let's do what we can to make the change a benefit to our bodies and our minds, because these are things that we absolutely can control. And that's it for today, really. As usual, there's no daily bursts on Fridays, and whilst I only remembered that it was Easter weekend this morning, I'll still be doing my daily burst on Bank Holiday Monday. I really do hope you can all have the best Easter weekend you can, but please let's not forget that if we maintain the individual distancing or social distancing, whichever one it might be, over the Bank Holiday weekend, we're all going to get through this that little bit quicker, and all that we've done so far, it won't be wasted or in vain. So please, everybody, stay well over this weekend, stay safe and stay positive. We will get through this. Thank you all, and I will see you on Monday. And it's Sharon Seville, First Executive Recruitment. Thank you.